social media has changed how men view women because all women are not like women on social media. Like, I'm not like that. You can approach me at the gym. I'm not unapproachable wherever I go. When I'm at the grocery store, sure, come up to me and talk to me. Ask me out on a date. Do you want to go for? I had a guy that said I don't take women out to eat for first dates. I like coffee dates. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm cool with not spending no money. Let's let's go walking at the park because it's a nice day, because the first date is supposed to be about conversation and getting to know people. You can't get to know somebody when you are sitting at a restaurant eating stuff in your face.
It's like you guys know that viral video of the Cheesecake Factory. You take a woman to a certain place. I think sometimes men are like, okay, phew, do I take her here? Oh, this isn't good enough. Or we can't go to Applebee's. We can't get the two, we got to go here. We can't, movies isn't good. Okay, flowers. Oh, well, you know what? I got the other woman flowers. She said, no, that's cheesy. Don't do flowers. All right. So don't do flowers. And then if I show up with no flowers, then like he didn't even give me flowers. So I think there's just so many things about like what a person can do that it does get muddy.
Can you fucking court at the same time?
No.
Or you gotta wait till marriage if you courting?
Wait, what?
So technically, courting is the pursuit of marriage or long-term commitment, right? So in religious circles, the answer to that is no. But if you take a courting and apply it outside of religious circles, technically the answer could be yes.
I just okay.
Ladies, would you guys tell your sons to court hoes?
Absolutely not.
Hey, Bo, I see you shaking your head when Becky was speaking. What were you thinking?
Yeah, it's still no. Even in the modern spaces, when you hear courting, you're still not having sex during courting. My husband courted me. We didn't have sex until we got married. So no, you do not, modern or in religious spaces, courting does not involve having sex at all whatsoever.
That's why I'm like, okay, we might go throw that whole thing out, like the whole word courting. I don't know why people brought it back up, like into like the current words that we use these days, and just use date, because I don't know who on here is about to court a woman and then just marry her without, yeah.
Testing out the package.
Are there people who court that aren't religious? Anybody in the chat? I've never met a man or a woman who didn't court and they weren't religiously.
There are definitely people who expect to be courted who aren't religious. These hoes.
The problem is that there was a time, all these things, courting, dating with intention. The reason why it existed was because there was a time where women were actually humble. Like, they didn't have inflated ego. And I think they didn't even really understand how valuable they were, their chastity, their decorum. But this was commonplace. And that's why you could identify like, oh, them hoes, like Willie is saying, right? But now what's happening is that most of them have participated in hold'em to some degree. And then they want to hide that and then now commands the same treatment. You can't do that. That's where I don't think it's ever going to change, because until women start acting in a way of, well, you know what? I've made a lot of mistakes. Maybe I shouldn't have got bent over that weekend, in San Diego. Maybe this, maybe that. Until they self-shame and hold a new standard, this is what y'all get in mass, because dudes are just not coming back to creating higher standards for a worse experience or worse product. I'm sorry.
Internet has created the most inflation in the dating market out of any other advent in the past 30 years. The fact that a nigga in California even knows that BK exists is proof of that. So that's why you have Miami 10s and, an LA 2. That's why you have a New York 10 and that will be a 6 in Dallas. That's why. The internet removed the barrier of proximity for women when it comes to having men be attracted to them. Now, Toya with the saying, or not Toya, I would think about a stripper. Tokyo, the stripper that dances in Dallas, is now famous because somebody in France saw a video of her. and now she has that market as well. So she's got people following her from those different demographics. The once we remove the barrier of your neighborhood from women, this is the only thing that can happen. It's just inflation. Like, and the price of vagina is no longer $40.
Go ahead, Bo.
So, okay, women, I can agree with True. Women want a lot. Don't talk to me. I'm at the gym working out. This not time for dating. I'm at the grocery store grocery shopping. This is not time to approach me. Don't take me on a coffee date. Don't take me to this place. I get it. But that's why my point was earlier that social media has changed our expectations. Also, social media has changed how men view women because all women are not like women on social media. Like, I'm not like that. You can approach me at the gym. I'm not unapproachable wherever I go. When I'm at the grocery store, sure, come up to me and talk to me. Ask me out on a date. Do you want to go for? I had a guy that said I don't take women out to eat for first dates. I like coffee dates. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm cool with not spending no money. Let's let's go walking at the park because it's a nice day, because the first date is supposed to be about conversation and getting to know people. You can't get to know somebody when you are sitting at a restaurant eating stuff in your face. So,
But that's
like,
what's
it
go
makes
ahead. I'm
sense.
sorry.
Sorry, it makes sense to me, the way men want to date, the different ways men want to date. So it doesn't bother me, and it doesn't bother a lot of the people, a lot of the women that I know. I don't know a lot of women that are like, don't do this and don't, like, they have all of these requirements. Meanwhile, the only thing they want to do is get dressed up and go out. I just don't know women like that. And I think that social media is changing men's view of women because women are not largely like that. I don't think.
But real quick, Bo, just real quick. Were you always like this? So at the height of your beauty, I'm talking about
Yep.
you hadn't been in the gym, your
Let
body,
me
all
tell you
that type of
something.
stuff.
I'm fine as hell.
No,
Don't
I'm
do
just
that.
saying the
Don't
height
explain. Go
though.
ahead.
At the
You
height
mean
of
when
it,
I was
you were like,
younger?
yeah, like
That's not
were
the height,
you
but I get what you're saying.
okay? Yeah, but like when you felt like Superman, when you felt like you was on the top of the world,
Oh, I feel
do
like
you
that right
still
now.
feel the same way?
But when you're talking about like physically at like the top of my youth, yeah, I was still like that. I
Yeah,
was
I think you're
I was
right.
even more so agreeable when I was younger than I am now.
But are
I,
you cherry picking like before you got your heart broke and okay? All right.
No,
Nope,
I think
I've
both
always
right.
been like that.
I think
Go ahead.
most women. I find that the truth of the matter is that majority of women don't mind being approached by someone they find attractive. Is really the caveat of what we're seeing, because even the people be like, "Oh, don't approach me at the gym." Okay, let Chris Breezy come through and try to approach you at the gym, and you gonna have that same thought. What the real, the real thing is, like, they don't like being approached by people they don't find attractive.
you know what would help the modern day woman to improve on this, and I don't even know if it's possible because as Bo was talking, I was populating thought, right? It's not social media, in my opinion, in mass. I think social media aids to it. What I think, dating women for all these years, we can't beat y'all experience. Every woman is like a historian. Y'all don't reset. You date your past, even if you current and future. So any dude that's in front of you is always going to be in competition with the 12 to 15 to 20 dudes before. Regardless on how it worked, you pick something about that interaction that you did like. Maybe he wasn't as fly dressed, but he opened your door or he got you a doggy bag. I don't know. But what I've learned about women is y'all like to kind of take a little bit of everything. Y'all love to go to Costco and get the samples. That's how y'all date. Y'all just take a little bit of everything every time you date. And then now you want this dude to compete with that whole slew of guys. You know what I'm saying? And until I think that changes where, okay, I got to come in fresh. I got to see what he's willing to offer me and not have that ego battle the experience. It ain't going to change, in my opinion.
So, is there a difference between understanding, okay, having experiences, learning what you like, setting a standard, rather than like comparing you to the other guys? Like, can there be a difference there?